The Nittany Lions will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators offense will take the first swing of the game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time. We'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but...
Oh, he's got some speed. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Penn State Nittany offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems... Backs mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he's never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now all the technology, how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Now, everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Back to throw, it's Claiborne. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention.
Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
State sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's York. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to throw, it's Claiborne. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one for heel off one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's the line. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Gators. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Seeing these early season top 25 matchups, you can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big, too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. whistle down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Claiborne. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position. But you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll keep it himself. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burn. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the 1st half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards.
Ready, set. Lasso!
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground for good.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. touches him. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll try the toss to the left. He's loose at the 15. He's got 93 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just has...
It's a seam wide open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and 1. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Dances away to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Claiborne. Here comes the heat. He lets it fly. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a cure.
That defense got gas, but they finally get it to the turf at the 47. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. And he's slipped through the pound, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes the grab. It's Walter. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Claiborne. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do.
And the Gators want to crank the tempo. He'll pull it down. There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Gives it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wants to throw, it's Claiborne. Pressure coming. Slithers into space. It's a running one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. It's a draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, here he has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And it's no good. He missed it. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of air at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He'll pull it on the read. And he's still running after the move. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Claiborne. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on. It's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
Oh, he's got some space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance.
Breaks into the open. They've got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Claiborne. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And that ball is hauled inside the 35.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses out.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from these. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Claiborne. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. At the 35, he's loose. Dashing the knee on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this corner.
Got some room to run. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
It's complete to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get rid of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds a man on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Makes the catch. Finds a crease at the 20. Line out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Trying to march in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. Now facing a 3rd and long. looking for space. It's Rolls. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. Hauls it in down the sideline. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. From the gun. The throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. It's Slater. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rogers. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Lost a throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take business on the road, and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Glass. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we... He lobs one high down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Few anxious moments there with the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air, it's Slater. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Turning it on. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party. The consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lindsey.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Got his man on the run. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Fires a ball, now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchdown. One more play to pad the stats. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They play motivated. They play a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.